In the burning silence of the Namib Desert, a life form survives against all odds. Its name, Welwitschia mirabilis. It grows only 2 leaves, but they never stop growing, twisting, tearing, curling in the desert wind. And these 2 leaves have witnessed over 1,000 years of time. Some specimens live more than 2,000 years. Where rain is nearly absent, it drinks from the fog. Its leaves act like living antennas, capturing invisible moisture from the morning mist. Even its DNA holds a secret. A genetic shift millions of years ago made it almost indestructible. It is not a tree, not a flower. Welwitschia is the only one of its kind. To the native Himba people, it is sacred. They believe it is a spirit between life and death. This is not just a plant. This is an ancient whisper from nature itself. Deep in the forest, a chilling miracle appears only rarely. Its name, Amorphophallus titanum, but most know it as the corpse flower, because when it blooms, it releases a sharp stench of decay, like rotting flesh, like a decomposing body. This smell is no mistake. It evolved to attract flies and carrion beetles. It deceives them and uses them to carry its pollen. But this flower doesn't bloom often. Sometimes it waits 10, even 15 years. Then, for just a single day, it emerges and disappears again. With its enormous structure, it is the largest flower on Earth. Some grow over 3 meters tall, and it doesn't just smell, it generates heat. Yes, warmth, to spread its scent farther. What looks like one single flower is actually hundreds of tiny flowers hidden within. Male and female parts bloom in sequence on the same towering stalk, born in the misty rainforests of Indonesia. It is both mesmerizing and unsettling. Amorphophallus titanum, one of nature's strangest masterpieces, where even decay becomes art. Beneath the earth hides a creature that barely resembles a plant. Its name, Hydnora africana. No leaves, no stem. It doesn't even see the sun. This bizarre organism is a root parasite. It latches onto the roots of other plants and drinks their life. It grows entirely underground, and when the time is right, it sends up a single flower. But this is no ordinary flower. It's a trap. It opens like a mouth, releasing a stench of rot. The smell, rotten meat, sewage, death. That odor lures beetles and dung insects deep inside. They crawl in and can't escape. Hydnora traps them for days until it coats them in pollen. Then it lets them go to carry its genes to the next lurking flower underground. Hydnora africana is not quite a plant, and certainly not a passive one. It is the silent predator of the underworld, a dark marvel of nature. Can a plant react like an animal? Its name is Mimosa pudica, but most people call it the sensitive plant or the shy plant. What makes it unique is its reaction. Touch its leaves, and they fold instantly. It's a defense mechanism, a reflex to avoid danger. But this is more than just a reflex. It's electricity. Tiny signals travel through its leaf veins like a primitive nervous system. The plant senses touch and responds with movement. And not just to touch. Vibrations, heat, even changes in light can trigger it. Some scientists believe Mimosa pudica may be capable of basic learning. It can get used to repeated stimuli. In a way, it remembers. Mimosa pudica is more than a plant. It behaves almost like a living, feeling being, a life form that challenges what we think plants are. Maybe it's a reminder we know far less about the plant world than we think. Quiet meadows and forgotten gardens. A strange and silent plant waits. Its name, Dictamnus albus. But some call it the burning bush, not for its color, but for what it hides. This plant produces a clear, oily vapor, invisible, flammable. On hot summer nights, the air around it can ignite. A single spark, a brief flame, and then nothing. The plant remains untouched. For centuries, people believed it was supernatural, a bush that burns but does not burn. Its scent is strong, citrus-like, sharp, but its touch dangerous. For some, brushing against its leaves leads to burns, blisters, scars that appear days later. It doesn't defend with thorns or poison. It hides in plain sight. And when the time is right, it strikes without warning. Dictamnus albus is both beautiful and unforgiving, a plant that defies fire, a myth rooted in chemistry, and a reminder that nature is not always gentle. This is not just a flower. It is a whisper of danger, wrapped in petals. In the dense forests of South America, a creeping vine hides in plain sight. Its name is Boquilla trifoliolata. At first glance, it looks ordinary. But Boquilla does something no other plant is known to do. It changes its shape. Its leaves shift in size, in color, even in vein patterns, not at random, but to mimic the plants around it. How? No one truly knows. It can imitate trees it doesn't even touch. Somehow, it sees without eyes, learns without a brain. Scientists have ruled out direct contact. No shared roots, no physical signals. And yet, Boquilla adapts. Is it spying on its neighbors? Is it decoding light, scent, or something deeper? This mimicry protects it, hiding from herbivores. But the mechanism remains unsolved. A vine that studies its host and becomes it. Boquilla trifoliolata may be just a plant, but its behavior feels almost intelligent. In a world of camouflage and deception, it is nature's quiet shapeshifter. Not all mysteries live in the dark. Some grow quietly in the light. Deep in the rainforests of Southeast Asia, a monstrous flower waits in silence. Its name is Rafflesia arnoldi. It has no leaves, no stem, no roots, and yet it lives. It begins as an invisible parasite hidden inside a vine. For months, even years, it remains unseen. Then, without warning, it erupts, a massive bloom over 1 meter wide, the largest flower on Earth. But its beauty